Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awakened Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And today, my good friend Bryan Rawls is here with us. And we don't have a topic yet. We're going to in a minute. So if you don't know Bryan, he is an 8th generation psychic medium, a certified Reiki master teacher, an extraterrestrial channel and light language linguist, an angelic facilitator and communicator, an embodied Atlantean Hierophant and Magi and Witch, and he has 18 plus years of experience in helping people understand their divinity and grounding them into their body. He also activates their ancient divine wisdom stored within their DNA to enable them to become their highest potential with great ease and clarity. And Bryan communicates with your galactic soul families of light, allowing for your divine wisdom to be shown that there are no impossibilities to your divine potential. Anything is possible if you just have the belief within yourself that it is possible, right? And we can all take that to heart and really know that and feel that within ourselves that yes, anything is possible. So Bryan, welcome to the show.
Hello, Alara, and thank you for having me this afternoon. It's always wonderful to be here.
So I'm so glad that you are here because, it's been such a hectic time energy-wise. And so you're always quite tuned in and tapped into what's happening, in the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're in between two eclipses. There's lots of solar flares and geomagnetic stuff happening. The Schumann resonance is spiking all over the place. Lots of planets in retrograde. What's happening and how can we all, do this?
I was actually connecting with my guides and ancestors and galactic beings of light, and I was asking to see exactly what I was going to be speaking about today, and they gave me 4 things, and they gave me the Mercury Retrograde,
Mm-hmm.
the Eclipse season, the energetic reset that we have been receiving, and awakening and remembering our soul's divinity. Okay, so first off, we're going to start a little bit with Mercury retrograde because obviously Mercury retrograde has been rather tremendous for a lot of us, especially with the Earth's changes, the Earth's the Earth's momentous fluctuation of energy. The energy has fluctuated so much since the last time I was here with you that it's almost unbelievable how much things have changed. So obviously, Mercury retrograde started on July 7th, and we actually were in a week of shadow phase before the Mercury actually went retrograde. And what does the shadow phase mean? The shadow phase means is basically it's a week of Mercury prepping itself to make that backward leap. So I know it started with me about 8-9 days 8-9 days before the retrograde or before it went backwards. So the Mercury retrograde, obviously, it tears up communication. It makes energy also so difficult to deal with and to really experience at a level for a divine being or a multidimensional being such as ourselves to actually deal with day-to-day life. So it has made things extremely difficult with communication, with electronic devices, with scheduling and rescheduling, and also appliances breaking down. I actually had quite a time today before the show. I was actually washing clothes. The washer didn't want to run, and then I went to washing dishes. The sink wanted to spray me and break on me. So, and then I went to sweeping, and the broom broke. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna leave it alone. So it was a whole lot of mishap just around trying to clean. I mean, so it can be the most mundane things to the most biggest things, and it has really made things to where it is so difficult for energetically capable people, or energetically sensitive people, to function in their day-to-day activities and day-to-day lives, to where I will be giving a process here in a few around making the Mercury retrograde a little bit easier for the upcoming couple more weeks that we are in retrograde.
Awesome.
So that's to come. And then we also have this energetic reset. And this energetic reset that these eclipses have done is really, really resetting it's resetting our physical and our emotional bodies. So as it resets our physical and our physical and emotional bodies. It started with our physical body on the 7th, the 7th with the new moon, and then it goes into the emotional reset on the 16th. So with this energy of the energetic reset, it has made the body, with the July 7th solar eclipse, it has made the body kind of tense up, energetically tense up for allowing for the energy to really get caught up in different parts of the body, different joints of the body, and really has made kind of like the body compress. So as the sun, obviously we couldn't see the eclipse in our neck of the woods in the United States, but folks in South America could see, as well as parts of the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean could see. So what happened during the time that the sun was being covered was that we experienced this kind of like a compression, where it compressed everything down into kind of like a tight little ball. And then as the sun came back and started shining again, it allowed for our body to start awakening in ways that it hasn't never awakened before. So it has really brought things to light, brought things into our awareness, really brought things into a lot of different lessons to be learned, as well as also has brought people back from our past. So, which obviously the retrograde does that as well. So also we have the July 16th into the 17th, depending on where you're at in the world, we have the lunar eclipse, and I think it's a partial lunar eclipse. So with the lunar eclipse, what that's happening is it's an emotional reset. So the emotional reset is where it's going to reset our emotions, bring us back to kind of like that 0 point field, and to allow us to elevate the way that we deal with our sensitivities. Okay, so our sensitivities are probably going to be flying off the chart that day and that evening. So with that, there's obviously a lot of beliefs that will come up around, especially uh, feeling vulnerable, feeling like things can't, feeling almost like things can't get any worse. So this particular energy is also going to enhance our clairsentience, and allowing for things to be more sensitizing to us, and even bring in a almost like an elevation to a lot of our a lot of the ways that our guides communicate with us, and our beings of light that communicate with us on a day-to-day basis. So a lot of folks that are not aware of their guides now, a lot of folks will become more aware of their guides as the time continues on. And then obviously we've had the spikes within the Schumann resonance, which has also made it a little bit difficult with sleeping sleeping habits, as well as eating habits, dealing with pain in the body, all types of different occurrences. And I've actually been receiving a lot of clients' disturbances around poltergeist energies and hauntings and whatnot. So it's really making things a lot of a hassle. And obviously, when we have all this stuff that's going on in the physical and the emotional parts of our existence, we always have to look to our mundane life around work, relationships, and finances, and with that, it basically allows for everything to get miscombobulated to a certain extent. So I will be offering something in the special offer that's going to help that tremendously as well. So these energetic resets, they're not only bad, they're also good, because they are bringing us more intensely aware of our multidimensional selves, as well as our emotional self as well. So it's enhancing psychic abilities such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairgustance, and clairolfactory. So as we begin to start realizing what it is that we came here to do, that's where we begin to start awakening to our bodies, awakening to our emotions, and really awakening to what it is that we have, what it is that the earth has in store for us in the upcoming couple of months, because we are growing close to the next book that's opening here on December 21st. And if folks have been following me here in the past 2 years. They know that we last year we closed Sahara. This year we will close Nasira, and lo and behold, the other one hasn't spoke her name yet, but I do know it's a feminine energy. So as soon as I know, y'all will know. But there's many different facets of newness coming into this realization of us being in uncharted territory or uncharted territory, so to speak. So we as humans, quote unquote, star seeds, or I guess you would say space cadets, how I like to call us, because we are not only just here having a human experience, we're having a spiritual experience as well, because here on Earth is a huge learning system, a learning school for us to really step forward um, on really awakening new beginnings for ourselves, and remembering what it is that we as spirits, or we as souls, came here to focus upon. Because a lot of folks just think that we're just come to this earth, are going to learn what we need to learn, and then die and go and just continue to reincarnate. No, not necessarily. A lot of the human beings that are on planet Earth right now have basically lived their earthly lives, and now they're getting ready to go on into their galactic lifetimes, where they're going to be sent to different planets, different stars, different galaxies, to live out lives there as well. So do know that when you're done here and you say that you have lived your life many, many, many times here on planet Earth, that doesn't mean that you're finished. When you pass, it obviously means that you're going on to doing something more, something more incredible than just what meets the eye here on here on our green and blue planet. So it really fascinates me on how much our growth has expanded over the last, I would say, the last couple years. I would say maybe 5 years, and how quickly things have changed, because a lot of us were so used to the Schumann resonance being at that 7 megahertz, and now we're sky high, and we are riding those waves of incredible awakening, and really all it is putting ourselves into that mode of remembering, because we remember as we begin to start remembering what it is that we came here to do. Our It's similar to our clairaudence, because our clairaudence, a lot of folks think that with clairaudence it's going to be like some loud voice that is outside of yourself. No, it's more like a inner voice that sounds exactly like you at first, And then once you get used to that, then your guides will make that voice change, because it's all about allowing that trust to come in. And that's how that remembering phase starts, is because they allow that remembrance for you to begin that that bit of trust that we have to kind of re-understand, because when we came here on planet Earth, and we came through that stargate of forgetting, and we have come to find out that it's all about reawakening and remembering. And that's a lot of what us light workers, psychics, mediums, channels, that's what we're here to do, is help us to remember. It's not that we have to teach these people how to do it, or allow them to learn how to do it, because everybody has the ability to do it. It's all about basically getting them to remember their way of communication, their way of communicating, because some are visual, some are audible, some are feeling wise. Some of us are more of a scent person. Some of us are more of a taste type person. And then some of us, we just, we have that, that galactic know-it-all sense. So it's just around being able to, it's all just about being able to remind ourselves what sense are strong within us, or what senses are available to us to remember how to use. So it also just depends on it really just depends on what you feel you're capable of, because a lot of what folks do is they put lack and limitation on themselves. It's not that that some people have are better at this, some people are better at that. What it is we all are equal. We all play our part. We just place limitation upon ourselves, and but we all are equally prepared and equally able to do everything that everybody else is able to do. So there's no higher man on the totem pole. There's no lower man on the totem pole, and that's what a lot of folks don't understand, is they think one person has a higher mission than the other. No, it's we each play a part, and that's what's so fantastic about it and marvelous about it, is there's no greater, and there's no less than. It's all basically just LOVE, and we got to understand that. So on with that, I am going to start with a process, if Alera and y'all folks would like me to.
Sure, that'd be great. We'll do the process first, and then maybe we'll take some questions, because I asked if anybody had any questions. So there's some questions in the chat. And when we do the questions, if you want to raise your hand, you can, and we'll go from there. But yeah, let's do the process so that we can have a little bit more ease during this time energetically.
Okay. So I want everybody to place their feet flat on the floor, and we are going to go through the Mercury Retrograde blessing, which basically allows for everyone to be more easily in flow of this Mercury retrograde. Allow for communication to be much smoother. Allow for scheduling to be much smoother. This will be a big one for me. And also hopefully allow for my sink to be fixed and my broom to have a good duct taping after the show. So let's go ahead and bring this through. So we're going to call upon Mother, Father, God, our guides, the angels, the ascended masters, the galactic beings of light from on high, as we align with our mighty I Am presence, the highest light of who we are and who we have forever been, to assist us with the following: a Mercury retrograde blessing. We call upon the light of the Pisces constellation to ground each and every one of us down into the crystalline core of Mother Earth. And take a deep breath in and listen to my voice. Ela kurambe helea soranda yostora ashane kimin. Dalapakura andai astaro undele siamadayo tu uran. Vele siamakaya shtatura asta akayana esi. Uram hine kiatara an ayastu. Zipala randur ashta akayane. Vilenderia sono mokora sa an ayasti. Zepero shotorum okoyata. Inelea sa an ayastu. Limbereata kin. Ilakuren hina makayaste sido ranayesi mereat. Jeto urambela kwakatayasta yesi. Teloku na krendo shandolo mokoyat. Dilembereata haraste siandolo ok uram. Vela soakwara ashayane is. Shayane is nayasun akestur namanay. Delesionolora ambayato urashtai. Zimberiata ala kandolokusian. Delesiano kurashta ala kasai. Delemberiando randalaya delendria sawa anayastu. Jemakaitu uran shetrasan. Shante sakiamo kuras. Zamarayas. Zitam bereatai atur. Kondere bokwa.
Hiloko orande helesiomor. Pela kwa hanaki hashatalam arastiatu. Unele makwar. Delecionolo ok urata ijenemeleatu. Goram helesio ok an alasai. Velesioto orakotu gamaaki. Jelesionolo oram. Hilako nela kondrea simmeanakwa. Hiden huran kielas. Rashun le melekiana ok orasta. Zelam heleki. Orenu ug unda warastai. Hindele perandrayas. Urestuak. Dalum arasta. Zele sianoi it ayen. Ilakuneko rande hilesiomorana. Ela sahapa rashenu. Vila malakid elestio. Goran hilemenia. Elasto kanza hisi inia. Jokur andu ukumoi. Urane. Urene. Gosemurata arasti.
And take a deep breath in. Bring that energy up and through the root chakra and through the sacral, up through the solar, and through the heart. Into the throat, into the third eye, down into the well of dreams of the back of the head, up and out the crown chakra, doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby, beaming down into the pineal gland, all the way down the Sushumna, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And take several deep breaths in. We're going to call in the light of the Ophiuchus constellation to integrate the Mercury Retrograde blessing. Ilakara eshundolobokois. Zemoka arakataya stihine. Ranur Numana Rashan. And deep breath in. Okay. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. You can come back to. And what's so hilarious about that is that when we were coming back out, and as soon as I brought everything through the field and brought the light of the Ophiuchus constellation in, we have a thunderstorm rolling in and a bolt of lightning and thunder rolled. So that was pretty neat.
Yes, that's definitely a sign of something, right?
Yes, most definitely. So how is everyone feeling?
Well, I was yawning through the whole thing, so I did not want to come back. I didn't want to open my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But feeling good. It's like I don't, I was like, oh my God, it was great. It was good. And lots of activity in the third eye for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is what I experienced anyways, for sure.
Yes, most definitely. There was loads of energy within the third eye, also within most of the energy was in the third eye, but I did feel some energy clearing, and I feel like it was someone in the group that's having some abdomen issues.
Mm-hmm.
Abdomen issues and possibly even some digestive issues. So yeah, it was clearing within there.
Awesome.
Well,
Awesome. I think I know who that might be. So good. So there's a few questions if you want to take some questions. Angela was asking, does it have to be so hard to decipher the difference between our own thoughts and that of universal guidance?
okay, so what's interesting about that question is I received that same question last night on my radio show. So that was quite interesting. So how I distinguish my thoughts and my guide's thoughts, or quote unquote the universe's thoughts, is I use a divination system, such as with an easy yes or no. Okay, like the chamalongos, which is coconut shells that have a dark outside and a white inside. And then I also use dice. I also use a quarter. I also use pendulums. I use something that is able to give me a quick yes or no. I don't make it difficult. Matter of fact, if you give me a moment, I will show you what a chumbalongo looks like. It's actually it's actually an Afro-Caribbean divination system that I use quite often to answer simple yes and no questions. They are little coconut shells that have a dark side and a kind of like a clear side, and there's 4 of them, and so they come out in different layouts, and there's 4 possible answers. Well, yeah, 4 possible answers, and normally, and there's 1 maybe answer, so I would say probably 5 possible answers. But this is the most used divination system for that I use. And then I also use a simple dice or a cowrie shell, such as like this. And one that hasn't opened, because obviously this is for spirit to enter through the cowrie shell, and this is the mouth of my guide. So what I do is I ask my spirit guide, and I have a cowrie shell that corresponds with each of my guides, and I ask the question, and I throw it up, and it lands on the mat. If it's like that opening, it is a yes. If it's that closing, it's a no. So that's one of my divination systems, along with the Chamalongos. And then I also use my pendulum, which my pendulum is not in here because I was actually doing a reading with that earlier. But yes, those were the ways that I work directly with trying to figure out and decipher who is who, what is what, and why is why.
Right. So it doesn't have to be hard.
No, it doesn't have to be hard, and play with it.
Mm-hmm.
You have you have every right to make up your own divination system. It does not have to be strictly cards, runes, a crystal ball, or or dice or dominoes or even tea leaves or the palm or even astrology. I mean, I read a divination system called the Bones,
Mm-hmm.
which is a simple mat, and then with a collection of different items, seeds, curios, and bones and whatnot that I found out in nature. And I just read them how I feel and see it. And so you put together, spirituality is not made to be hard. What works for one person may not work for another. Use what is comfortable for you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. And Annette is asking, is all this cosmic upheaval and intensity the reason why I'm finding it so difficult to get a job? I sure hope something shifts for me soon.
Okay. So, yes, partly, Annette. It is the reason why you're having a difficult time in getting a job, because how I see this is, well, Annette, what they're showing me is that the reason why you're having such a difficulty in finding a job is because you're putting limitation on yourself, and you have expectations of what this job is supposed to look like. Okay, so stop trying to put a label on what this job is supposed to do. Okay, because what I'm seeing you do is I'm seeing you do I'm seeing you do many things to accumulate money. Okay, and it seems as if it's not necessarily what a regular person would call a career. It's what I would call a purpose. Okay, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Good. So Annette, let us know how that works for you. And Linda was asking if you can tell us what planet we might get to go to, and also can you help us open our third eye?
Well, there are many different places that a person has the availability to go to.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of folks are going to either one of two things. They're going to stay in this galaxy or go to another galaxy, or go to one of the neighboring galaxies. because or even go to a dimensional fold in our existence. I mean, because you got to realize that this that 3D is not the original or is not the only dimension that we have. Okay, so we have 1,051 known dimensions to man, and with that, it allows humanity a broad expansive surface to go by. Okay, and remember, a dimension is a frequency. It's something that we vibrate at, not something that our physicality can go to. Okay, because we got to remember, our brain, our consciousness is a frequency. Our consciousness is an octave of sound, of frequency, of even light, if you want to get technical with it. Because a lot of scientists are actually showing humanity that that energy and energy modalities are actually, there's proof of them working, and proof of them being as powerful as allopathic medicine. So I guarantee you by probably by 2023, 24, there's going to be more energy modality practitioners out there than allopathic medicine practitioners.
Awesome. And can you help us open our third eye some more? I mean, I know
Yes,
mine's pretty wide open.
So when you are opening up your third eye, now obviously you know what the Eye of Horus looks like, correct? Everybody knows what the Eye of Horus looks like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you think about the Eye of Horus is fractioned out in fractions. Okay, so what our universe is made up out of is numbers and mathematical equations. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with a set of frequencies and a set of numbers, and these set of numbers and these set of frequencies are going to enable everyone to kind of basically get them to understand what it is that that frequency is all well, what it's all boiled down to. Okay, so with this, I want everyone to basically place your feet flat on the floor once again, and take some deep breaths in. And we're going to call upon Mother, Father, God, my guides, the angels, the ascended masters, and the galactic beings of light from on high. As we align with our mighty I Am presence, the highest light of who we are and who we have forever been, to assist us with the following: the opening and the activation of our Ajna lens and Ajna chakra. And we're going to connect to the essence of spirit by the number sequence 369, 369, 369, 3 represents the head, 6 represents the area from the neck to the waist, 9 is the area of the waist to the feet. We're going to align the hemispheres of the brain with the left hemisphere of 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. We're going to connect to the right hemisphere of the brain with the number sequence of 142857, 142857, 142857. We're going to connect to the stargates of Sirius, Pleiades, Orion, Aldebaran, and Antares. Connecting to the gateways of Sirius, Pleiades, Orion, Aldebaran, and Antares. Take a deep breath in. I'm calling the light of the Alpha Delphinius and the Beta Delphinius. For Alpha Delphinius to enter into the crown chakra and flow into the Ajna chakra. We're going to ask for the Beta Delphinius to enter and through the root chakra, flow up to the Ajna chakra, meet and connect to the Alpha Delphinius, creating the vortex of the Delphinian constellation. And calling in the Delphinian masters.
Inomarashuten urenumokos. Zepotoku una arandi helesia parado cotiana. Filiperianarashkin nebesiandoros comnea la catua. Pelo curambi tocopeta asha. Zepatakianura enducumana. Zepadakashindolocusa. Pindulo somocutin. Zimmarata kiata reati anniana shatoquara. Currendu patas. Turrendu rocutin. Ushan rabarita raastan. Visa tarasi kumana. Kunderman. Turrostun. Zaputreata. Carine. Gutare. Jitum. Jitum. Zati. Zitereashan nenakiasia tara aqua. Urretuka. Urretuka. Aiepedionolost. Erin esia. Arin esia. Urrendum correst. Dulles sumoco urrendum. Urra, 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 nasta. Zepetadiate an arrestuqa. Orrestuqa. Orrestuqa. El pocuturan anumos. Orre enumocote lisa. Lesi nomos. Ostinamoco. Ostetucubrasht. Vita namakais. Vididian. Vididiasha. Gostetu. Gosetu. Gosetu. Talakandule sukonamla. Rashtu kumaneas. Vitam araste ete elocusum. Zoom restuku. Restuku. za na I et el es otoro le toko urana ataka ayes ze ana aki dele sukuran un el osu un anabaki rashta akayes vistem bere ete ataka anaki vele kurandolos urra embe etaki ataka ashta ante el lembro urra emma aka at eles entros deles dolosho volomoko orkete enomoso raan eles andri ishtamokote elas. And take a deep breath in. And bring that energy up and through the root chakra. And through the sacral. Up through the solar. And through the heart. Up through the throat. Into the third eye. Activating the essence of spirit. 369, 369, 369. 369, 369, 369. 963, 963, 963. 963, 963, 963. Bring that energy down into the well of dreams, up and out the crown chakra. Doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby. Take a deep breath in. And all the way down into the Shunshamna. All the way down, activating those codes. Within the 8-cell blueprint. And now we're going to close the Antares Stargate, the Aldebaran Stargate, the Orion Stargate, the Pleiades Stargate, and the Sirius Stargate. Balance the left hemisphere of the brain with 124-875. Balance the right hemisphere of the brain with 142-857. And we're going to call in the light of the Pisces constellation to ground each and every one of us out into the crystalline core of Mother Earth,
5 miles down, 5 miles out. Call in the light of the Ophiuchus constellation to integrate the energies of the Ajna lens activation and the Ajna chakra activation. Awakening and remembering the codes of usage of the third eye. And take a deep breath in. And so it is. And when you are ready, come back to.
Wow, that was awesome. I'm like so hot at the moment, front and back, and I found that there's a lot of ringing in my ears this time when you were doing this activation.
Yeah, different people will experience different things, especially in the head area, because there is a lot of connecting within the head. See, there is points within the head that govern the third eye and the way that we see the images, because how our third eye works is it's sort of like how our physical eyes work. There are cones and rods in it. And with that, what happens is the energy basically flows and filters through those cones and rods. And then we enable those, that energy of, sight and visualization in multiple different ways when we experience this activation as a whole. Okay, because matter of fact, that was the first time that I've done that activation live for a group.
Mm-hmm.
So and especially as a process with a group of as many people as we have here on the live call. So I will tell everyone that there will be probably more side effects to it as the energy goes into the evening. And you may need to drink lots of water. Also, I would recommend that you drink water that has been encoded with the essence of spirit. You can write on a piece of paper the number of 369 and place it underneath your water, because remember, 369 is the essence of spirit. It basically is the entirety of the body, mind, and spirit.
Thank you so much. Wow. So much going on. So we do have some more questions from people, but which we'll take in just a minute. But I wanted to talk about the special offer and the packages that you have, because I know we added something last minute today to it.
Yes.
So for those of you who are here on the live page, you can just click special offer. And those of you who are not, you can go to alara.at/show/Bryan7. My voice is suddenly, going, which is odd, but okay. So yeah, there's 3 packages, package A, B, and C. I don't know why my voice is suddenly gone, but okay. Do you want me to share the screen, Bryan?
Yes, please, because I am, I'm kind of lightheaded myself.
So here we go. So this is this special offer, package A, package B, and package C, right? So do you want to just talk a little bit about them?
Yes. Okay. So with basic package A, we have Master Roshni channeling and then the Portal of Resurrection channeling. So basically, Master Roshni is a master that I have been working with, which is basically the master of Atlantis, which has been communicating with me since the portal has been open. I think this was on, if I'm not mistaken, on Easter, and then which basically corresponds with the portal of resurrection as well. These energies are very advancing and rebirthing ancient wisdom that a lot of us thought that was lost forever. And this energy has been embedded in our memory from Atlantis, which basically, obviously, a lot of folks say that Atlantis is rising back again, and then so. Those are item 1 and 2. So Master Roshni is basically the master that I've been communicating with. He's a master of Atlantis, and he has been communicating with me and speaking directly through me since April 21st. And then we have the Master Healing Coding 44, which also within what this means is it's the 444, the 444 code or coding, which is all about stability, support, willpower, success, and inner wisdom. And when you see the number 44 or 444, it increases and amplifies energy. And if you're one of these folks that see 44, it means you have the master healer codes, which are 44 codes that have their own energy signature. And you do always want to make note that the energies around the number 44 also have a very lucky connotation, which also gives the understanding to folks that see a moment of realization that they are on the right path, accomplishing your soul's purpose. And the number 44 also has the vibration of 8, which is the energy of growth, abundance, and wealth. And this is also a understanding of just continuing on that path. And it's the benefits of the Master Healer Codes 44 is the reassurance that you're on the right path, the increased stability, support, and success and inner wisdom, the enhancement of luck, abundance, and wealth, the amplification of your Master Healer Codes, your reassurance that you will succeed on your divine path. And then we have item number 4, which is still in package A, which is the Master Teacher Coding 33 MP3 Part 2 and 3 activation MP3 part or 2 parts. So this is where working with the numbers 33. Okay, so if you look at the numbers 33 or 333. It's basically a meaning that your prayers are being answered, and also the number 33 has a very interesting resonation with the word Elohim, and it appearing 33 times in the Genesis story of creation. 33 is also the numeric equivalent of the word Amen, and they also say that the great ascended master Jesus died at the age of 33. And the DNA helix, there are exactly 33 turns within the complete sequence in the DNA and 33 vertebrae in the human spine. a lot of interesting significance to the number 33. It, basically, that makes you kind of wonder, and why is there so much corresponding to the number 33? So the energies of the sacred number 33 is also found within the Great Pyramids of Egypt, where it hums the frequency of 33 hertz, which is the Christ consciousness. And this 333 activation activates the master teacher. Will also do the following: activates the Christ consciousness, activates and upgrades the DNA to the next highest vibration, activates the energies of your creative expression, activates Kundalini, activate, upgrades, and recalibrates your innate abilities, which is your psychic abilities, and then activates a state of balance within your body, mind, and spirit. So those are MP3s. And then the bonus, which this is a really neat bonus because it's first time offered. So this is where I personally will cast you an ancient prosperity spell that I use to this day. And then all the materials that were used for the spell gets put in within a mojo bag that will look sort of like this.
Hold on. They can't see you. Okay, go ahead.
Well, look sort of like this. Hold on one second. But I will tell you that it will be in a green pouch. It will look sort of like that, but it will be in a green pouch, and it will have a string connected to it so that you can wear it around your neck or carry it with you, because this will be basically a living entity that will help you with your finances, help you with everything that you need to provide success, abundance, and prosperity for life. Okay, all you have to do is feed it and care for it, and I will put specific instructions in the snail mail envelope that I send you, also with pictures of the spell being worked, will be sent to you via email. Okay, so that package is $97.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everything in for package A, I just spoke about, is $97.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's package B, which is everything in package A, and then a 30-minute intuitive reading, which is a question answer session with me, which will be channeled by your spiritual support team as well as mine. And all readings will be booked within 2 to 3 weeks of date that you purchase. And then the bonus will also be added, which is also this prosperity spell. Now, if you purchase package B, that does not mean that you will get 2 prosperity spells. It just means that you will get that 1 prosperity spell. Okay. So, and then there's package C, which everything in package A, everything in package B, and then also item 1, everything package C is a 30-minute chakra and aura cleanse, which is live with me over the phone, Skype, or FaceTime, or Facebook Messenger, however you want to communicate with me. Also, item 2 is a 30-minute remote pyramid healing session, which basically is the picture that is posted up there, but the picture will be replaced with your picture. And it's a remote, so I do it on my own time, and basically it can help with anxiety, depression, ascension symptoms, fibromyalgia, fibrosis, detoxification, high blood pressure, heart issues, cancer, HIV, STDs, autoimmune disorders, MS, impotence, sexual issues, fertility issues, You name it, it can help it.
Mhm.
Okay. And then also you obviously get the spell as well. So understand that if you purchase that, you get one spell only. Okay, I have to stress that because
I'll make a note on the page that says only one spell per package.
yes, so
Only one spell per purchase.
yeah, per purchase. So obviously you get the spell if you purchase A, B, or C.
Yeah.
But to get more bang for your buck, I would tell you purchase package C because you get the whole shindig, and basically it is my introductory session, which basically my introductory session, if you were to sign on as a new client with me, is you get the chakra and aura cleanse, the healing and all that good stuff, and then you also do all that. But that is that's if you were to say, for instance, be one of my personal clients. So basically, you're getting it 10 times cheaper, and also included in it, you get a spell that normally cost $111 just to cast. Okay,
Wow.
so and that particular spell, what happens with that spell is I cast that spell, and that spell stays on my altar for 7 full days, and I pray over it. Prayer once everything gets placed in the bag, I pray over that bag, bless that bag, burn a whole 7-day candle, giving that candle or giving that bag life, and then it gets popped in a envelope such as like this and gets sent to you. And after it gets sent to you, then you in the envelope will be a paper with specific instructions, and also with a green you'll receive a green chime candle that looks sort of like this, but it will be the color green, and it will be specifically wrapped all pretty and nice by me, to be sent to you, for your special bag. And I will repeat that it is that this bag will be a special ally to you, and will be totally good for life if you treat it right. Okay, and that means feed it and tell it your desires of creating success and prosperity. So understand that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, because depending on how good this bonus is, will probably I will probably only list this bonus one time, depending on how good it sells. So it's all up to y'all. So I will let y'all be the judge of that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's great. It's wonderful. So yeah, please do take a look at those packages. Take advantage of that special bonus, one per purchase, of the prosperity spell. And so that again is available at alara.at/show/Bryan7. And it's only available on these 3 packages from this, Bryan 7, okay? Not anything else. All right, so we had some more questions, Bryan, or still some questions, so we can just take a few, and then 1 second. I saw something from Odile in France. She says, where am I supposed to live on the planet? I feel I have nothing more to do in France. My name is Odile. I think, Bryan, you do cartography type of things, don't you? Like sessions with cartography?
Yes, I do. I do those particular sessions, and basically, I do any type of session that is requested. There are times when I will use divination systems. There are times when I will use where I will. The only thing that I will not do is I will not answer questions that pertain to me diagnosing an illness.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do not ask me to diagnose, or do not ask me, hey, do I have cancer, or hey, do I have a lump in my
Mm-hmm.
on my lung, because that is something a doctor needs to take care of. And so that is totally up to you.
Mm-hmm. So, so where should Odile be living? Because she says she has nothing left to do in France anymore.
Well, let's see here. Okay, so Odile, so what I'm seeing here, dear, is so what I'm seeing here is I see that that for the next couple of years, I see you making transitions. Okay, and what I mean by making transitions is that you'll go from one place for a certain amount of time to another place for a certain amount of time to another place for a certain amount of time, and it's almost like to receive certain insight, or to receive certain information that is going to provide information, or provide information for your spiritual path and your healing endeavors. But the first destination that I see is Germany. Okay, and then the second destination that I saw was somewhere within the Spain area. So you're going to stay within the European type countries at first, and then you're going to venture west. Okay, so but I do see that you will go back to France for some. They show me, or they show me that you're going to go back to France for some odd reason that may pertain to you being asked to go to a different region of France. And Odile, are you in southern France at the moment? Yes, no, maybe so.
We won't know until she types in. So let us know, Odile, okay?
Yeah.
So then I have a question from Paige. Oh, hold on one second. So she says, no, I'm close to Switzerland.
All right. So for some reason, you're going to end up going back to southern France for some reason, and I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome. Southern France is always nice. All right, cool. So Paige had a question about, and it's I'll try and read it. I'd like to know if you have any insight that you receive about the spiritual group of women that I connect with via video chat app and basic text or phone calls. I wonder how connected my greater purpose or plan is to these women. Anything I should be aware of that I might not see?
Okay, so it seems as if all right, so it seems as if there is karmic connection with this group of women, and it also shows me that there are okay, so there's certain assignments that that you you women are going to be partaking in that is going to offer a deeper understanding and a meaning for not only just your life, but also the group energy. Okay, so what they show also here is that it's mainly karma that brings y'all, or karma that is what's going to bring y'all together. Deeper meaning, deeper understanding of life, yourself, and also deeper understanding of group synergy is what I'm receiving, because I feel as if this is almost like almost like very sisterly type energies. They also show as you two, or as y'all begin to start communicating and begin to start lining up to meet each other, there's going to be synchronicities that follow through that are going to allow for some speed and some effortless okay, so there's going to be some very speedy decisions that are going to be made so that this effortless meeting can take place. Okay, so I do feel as if this is very very important for y'all to do, because it has something to do spiritually as well. So definitely line these up.
Awesome, thank you. And Linnell is asking, I was wondering if there is a better place I should be living to brighten my light.
Okay, so Linnell, so this is actually funny because I keep seeing you in what looks to me like one of those tree houses. And it and I mean, not one of these big huge tree houses either, but more like one of these cozy little tree houses that is very easily built, easily accessible, and doesn't take a lot of time out of your life to build. And I mean, it's just something that will correspond with your soul and the way that you carry yourself, because you're very airy and close to Mother Nature, and you really need to
you need to really continue to be yourself and to be close to the greenery, because the energy of Earth is where your fingertips and feet need to stay.
Awesome. She says, "You know me so well." So that's great. Thank you. That's wow. What up? I don't know about you guys. I'm still feeling the energies from the last activation for sure.
I know I'm hot.
I'm still feeling it. So this was so powerful. You're definitely going to want to, like Bryan said, drink some water. Lots of water. Be easy with yourself. Listen to your body, right? So, Bryan, is there anything else, any other wisdom you'd like to share with us before we go for today? Because I'm like really spent.
One other thing that I will offer to you all is each of you need to find you a special place in your space, such as like your house, your room, your office, your den, your bedroom, outside on your front porch, if that's where you stay most of your time. You need to, I know, Linnell, smile away. But you need to make a special place where you can sit, where you can be yourself, and also have talks and have conversations and commune with divinity. An altar would be very suffice in putting or creating, because the divine needs a place to create wondrous and marvelous energy in your life. And do know that when each of you receive your mojo bag, you will need a place to feed it and to care for it and all of that good stuff. So definitely make you an altar. You will not be sorry. Definitely build you an altar, because it will be your special place, and your special place where you are able to be you. Okay? And it doesn't have to look like mine. It doesn't have to look like anything in particular. It can be wherever or whatever it can be. It can be a coffee table. It can be a dresser. It can be a crate turned upside down. It can be a bird cage for all I care. And just be creative, because remember, it's you, and it's what explains who we are, because an altar is an extension of you.
Beautiful. I love that. And it doesn't have to be big. It can be small. I have a huge one, but it can just be a small little space. It doesn't have to be anything huge. But yeah, awesome. I love that. Thank you. And it's a place for you to commune with the divine, you to have a conversation with the divine, you to be you. So yeah, beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your secret place.
Yes, exactly. And so for those of you who are wanting that prosperity spell mojo bag, you definitely want to take a look at the special offer that's available at alara.at/show/Bryan7. So one prosperity spell mojo bag per purchase. Okay. So awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you for your questions. And thank you, Bryan, for those powerful, powerful activations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was it was wonderful. Just absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so very much. Much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.
Thank you, everyone. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings. My puppy is playing and making lots of noise now, so I gotta go. Bye for now.
Bye.